of a formal written proposal. B, the development of a specification of a format including duration.
Okay.
Selection of characters,
Okay.
selection and choice of presenter profile, etc. C, the recording of one or more pilot shows. Keep watching
Yeah.
Moja Love. Bayangishaya mabaqeda bathi sibheke sokushaya. Keep watching Moja.
Hi everybody, Sanbonani, welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and also do like the video. If you've watched my channel for a while, you guys, you know we've done a few stories where somebody is claiming that they had submitted a proposal to Moja Love about a show idea, and then they got a response from Moja Love, and then Moja Love says no, we are not interested, or we are not taking proposals right now. And then they see the very same idea, or what they think is the same idea, on Moja Love. So, and then they believe that their show idea has been stolen by Moja Love. But Moja Love has not been the only a TV station that has been accused of that. Okay, Moja Love, we have seen it also with ETV. There was a show or two that the story that we did with ETV as well, where somebody was claiming that they had done the same. Okay, so listen, this one is a little bit complicated that we are going to do now, because there is a lawyer that is suing a podcast. Okay, and what had happened was that this guy went on this podcast to tell the very same story of how he had this show idea and submitted a proposal to Moja Love, and Moja Love responded to say, listen, we are not taking any proposals right now, so we are not going to enter into any contract with you regarding this show idea. And then the next thing, he sees the show on Moja Love, okay? And that was I think it's called the City Giants, okay, the little people, okay? Now, you guys, this one is a little bit complicated, because I think that what makes it complicated is that the idea of the show is kind of like not original, to be honest, because if you are a reality TV lover, you know that the show Little People is not original, really, because there is a show Little People on TV, which is the US show Little People. So it's not like it will be the first time that somebody thinks of a reality show based on people who are little people. Okay, there are several franchises in the US with the Little People. You know, Little People New York, Little People Atlanta. There was just several of them in the US. So when I saw the show in South Africa, and I was like, you know what, Moja Love has done what it always does, which was take the US idea and turn it into a South African idea. So for me, for somebody to say that they had thought of that idea and that idea is theirs, like, it's a little bit strange. But nonetheless, you guys, this man says that he had submitted a proposal, and he has proved that he has submitted a proposal, and that is not being disputed, that he submitted a proposal to Moja Love, because there is proof of the emails that he submitted to Moja Love. Moja Love replied to say, we are not taking any proposals right now, and also we are not going to enter into a contract with you. Okay, then later on, Moja Love, you know, had that very same show. He says that the thing that makes him feel like they used his ideas because they used the same family on that show that he had also suggested. Okay, now my thinking is that we don't really have a lot of families, like Little People families in South Africa, and what are the likelihoods that Moja Love is going to approach the very same family that this guy had thought about? So that's why I'm saying that this case is a little bit complicated. Now, how does a lawyer come in? A lawyer was approached by this man to represent him in this case. Okay, he approaches him. The lawyer was in Cape Town at the time. The lawyer replies to say, okay, no, I hear you. I'm in Cape Town right now. When I get back, we are going to talk, okay? Some time passes, then this guy discovers that this lawyer, because he had sent him all of the information, the videos, everything as proof that this was really his show, okay? Then after some time, he discovers that this lawyer, okay, is working with Moja Love now on another show. This is a popular lawyer, you guys. He also represented AKA's family. Okay, so he's somebody that is very popular. So he finds out that this lawyer now works with Moja Love. Okay, then that makes him take a step back to be like, how? Since when now is this lawyer working with Moja Love? After some time, the lawyer gets back to him to say, listen, I'm back from Cape Town. I have some time. Can we meet? Okay. This guy says to the lawyer, okay, are you approaching me as Moja Love's lawyer? Because he had seen that this guy now represents Moja Love. So he asked him, are you approaching me now as Moja Love's representative, or are you approaching me to represent me? Now, the lawyer never answered. Okay, now this guy goes to a podcast to tell that very same story and mentions the lawyer. Now, the lawyer is what? Suing the guy. No, he's not suing the guy. Yeah, bad. He is suing the podcast, because the podcasts are the ones that published the story. And during the podcast episode, they are mentioning the lawyer. You understand? Am I a good teacher? Okay. Now, you guys, the City Press has written this story about this lawsuit, so we're going to go through it, okay? What's happening with Kota and Chill, because that's the name of the podcast. So, controversial podcast Kota and Chill has been ordered to remove the episode about the lawyer Rudolph Baloyi. Okay, that's the name of the lawyer. However, you guys, today as I do this story, the episode is still there, okay, on Kota and Chill, because that's where I watched the story, okay, because I went and looked for it. That's where I understood what was going on, okay. You can still see it there. The guy is still telling the story there. The Johannesburg High Court has ordered the Kota and Chill podcast to remove an episode in which lawyer Rudolph Baloyi was accused of being unethical. Baloyi filed a defamation application claiming that the allegations damaged his professional reputation. This case is part of the broader copyright disputes involving Moja Love. Controversial podcast Kota and Chill has been ordered to remove the episode in which prominent lawyer Rudolph Baloyi was accused of collaborating with the TV channel Moja Love. This collaboration allegedly resulted in the dismissal of a former producer, Gift Khate's copyright case against the channel. So it was another person that was also claiming that Moja Love had stolen a show where Rudolph was representing Moja Love. So this guy saw that he had represented Moja Love. So that's why that this guy said that, listen, okay, are you a safe person to represent me? Now, you guys, it's possible that honestly Rudolph was representing Moja Love in that one case, but in this case, okay, but that would be funny. That doesn't make sense, because it means that Rudolph is Moja Love's lawyer. But maybe he was going to negotiate a deal for him. Listen, I think that he should have maybe taken that meeting just to hear Rudolph out, okay? But maybe this guy was just like scared now that, listen, I've already sent this guy all of my information. And, you know, that other guy didn't win the case. The other guy, where Rudolph was representing Moja Love, did not win the case, okay? Baloyi launched a defamation application in the Johannesburg High Court last month after Hale claimed on the podcast that Baloyi was unethical. According to the court ruling handed down by Judge Hilton Abstain earlier this month, the podcast must remove the entire episode that aired on March the 18th. Kota and Chill podcast is directed to remove and delete the episode titled "Are You the Victim of Moja Love?" Aubrey Dow is a criminal mastermind within 3 days from the date of service of its order, reads the ruling. Okay. I don't know if these guys know that this ruling is out. I don't know if Kota and Chill know that the ruling is out because the episode is still up, okay? I always say, you guys, that listen, okay, this thing that we do over here is not worth the trouble. I will be removing the episode before the judge makes the ruling, okay? In his initial application, Baloyi stated that the allegations of malpractice had harmed his reputation as a lawyer. He emphasized that the allegations were heard by hundreds of people who followed the YouTube channel. However, you guys, that video didn't get a lot of views. It's at like maybe 14,000 views when I was watching it. I'm like, that's not a lot of views though. And I think that the case is making people watch the video. Okay, it's almost like now I'm seeing the article, I'm watching, I'm doing the video, you guys are gonna go and watch it. That's what's gonna make people watch it. Okay, I reiterate that the concerned episode remained uploaded to the public platform, and at the date of deposing the affidavit, it was accessed and viewed by no fewer than 11,439 people. You see, it wasn't like going crazy or anything. Finally, on the score, I wish to record herein, without detracting from the untruthfulness and defamatory nature of the statement, that Gatle has never reported any misconduct against me, reads the court papers. Baloyi noted that he was informed that by the members of the legal fraternity that had seen the episode, which was further causing him harm to his reputation. I guess people at work were like, listen, Rudolph, we saw the episode. What's happening, brother? Okay, and that's not good at work. Okay, showing up in the morning, you're going to drink your coffee, and people are like, Rudolph, okay, did you see the episode? Did you see what they were saying about you? Okay, no fewer than 5 of my colleagues, but Rudolph, it's only 5, man. I mean, you're a lawyer, you know. Only 5. Well, it's no fewer than 5. Maybe it's like 6, okay? No fewer than 5 of my colleagues in the profession said that they have seen the episode. Finally, in the light of Gatle's failure to retract the defamatory statements upon the delivery of a letter of demand, he ought to be prohibited from making further defamatory statements relating to me and any other person or third party, reads the paper. City Press had previously reported on copyright issues facing Moja Love after some former producers took the channel to court over alleged theft of intellectual property. It includes JM Trading Enterprise founder by Tabani Mpungose, a KwaZulu-Natal business person who claimed to have interacted with Aubrey Dow, the channel CEO, and shared a concept and initial video footage of a show he dubbed a miscarriage of justice. Listen, you guys, let me tell you something, okay? Moja Love can say that like everything that they do is above board, but it's very like the fact that now and then these stories are coming out about people that are claiming that their show ideas are stolen. I do love Moja Love because I think that Moja Love is so South African, okay? You can't be more South African than Moja Love, okay? But they do need to be like, just relook your process of, coming up with these shows, okay? Just like a little bit of, ethical, conduct, okay? A little bit of integrity. You understand what I'm saying, okay? It can't be so many people that are complaining about the same thing as far as the show ideas getting submitted or show proposals being submitted to Moja Love. It can't be so many people that are complaining about the same things. And it's getting to that point where it feels like money talks. Just because they know that they can afford to pay these lawyers, they know that if they take your idea, they know that they will be able to win the case in court. Because if you are still submitting a show idea, you probably don't have the money to pay the expensive lawyer to win the case in court, and they can. That is unfair. Okay, us supporting Moja Love as much as we do. How many episodes of We Are Jola 99 have we watched, honey, to support that channel? Okay, that is not fair to do to the people. It does not look good for the channel that we hear of these cases. They need to do better. Okay, however, you guys, okay, for you to say that it is your original idea to come up with a show called Little People, there's Little People USA, Little People Atlanta, Little People everywhere. Okay, anybody can come up with that show idea. So this one is it's just like a shaky one for you. It's very, very shaky. I will say that. Okay, so Rudolph is suing, okay, the podcast because he wants. Well, he's not really suing. Well, he is, because he's saying that they must remove the episode. Okay, otherwise, okay. Why are they not removing it? Because it's only 14,000. It hasn't made them that much money that they would insist on putting it there. People be taking too much risk here on YouTube, okay? I'll be removing that episode. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please tell me what you think about it in the comment section. Like the video before Pumegana. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Do you think that they should remove it? Because I think they should have removed it already. Give me tanda, kako.
Keep watching Moja Love.
Bayangishaya streamer Thursday.
Yes, against a trick, but it's universal.
Yeah.
Typically they mean there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
Ungacabanga ukuthi idea yakho lesiyenzayo wonke umuntu angaza ngale idea mara uyipropose kuqala.
Hi Moja Love family, I have an idea of a show focusing on little people with dwarfism, and the first family I was going to focus on is Ntate Lucky Boy Mjali, who has been in the television industry for a long time, and coming from a stone thrown away from his house might help to even convince him to get involved. So exactly as I found response, good day, I trust you are well. Thank you for contacting Moja Love with your proposal. At this time, we are not accepting any proposals, and we will not be entering into any agreements for the production of this idea, okay, etc., etc.